Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pantropy. As you can see, we've done a little addition to the old base that we had. The server got reset and we ended up with this base again, so I started building and this is what I've come up with. I got a little exterior wall going around my entire base, which I think is probably going to be very handy to have. It is a 3-story at the moment, and I think I'm going to start the roof like this. And then maybe walls up here, and then come off the top and build me some kind of, I don't know, some kind of lookout space or of some sort. On the corners, on this corner for sure, I'm probably going to have like turrets out here, and then maybe build something else on the front out here with turrets. But as you can see, this is still my mech door, so it's for the small mechs. But either way, that's not what we're discussing today. Today we are going to talk about the additions, the changes, and the fixes that they've made. So the first thing that I noticed that is not represented... Why am I getting such low frame rate? So weird. Okay. Anyway, they added grenades. Yes, sir, grenades. And they also added some other things. They added... crafting, that's what I want. They added some armors. So we have everything from basic to light, medium, military, and I think military is the last one. It is, yep. Medium tech versus military tech, so that's nice. And you got prototypes and you got basic. So basic is just synthetic fibers. Light protos are synthetic fibers. Then you have mediums, which are armor plates and synthetic fibers, and then you have militaries, which is, it costs more. No, it doesn't. It costs the same. Okay, so that'll probably cost different amounts in the future. I don't know if the medium, having the medium costs the same as... Oh, that one costs nanofiber. What is nanofiber? I haven't even seen that yet. Nanofiber? Very strong tech fiber. Is there a way to get it? Do you have to cook it? Let me try something real quick. Just give me a second here. Let's do this. Let's take this guy and put it there. See what happens. Nope. Okay, you don't cook it. So that's different. Nanofibers. Maybe that's going to be in the next update. Maybe so. I have heard rumor, this is strictly speculation, that there will be one mech added in the next update. But for now, they've done some patches and some bug fixes and some additions. We're going to start with the added portion of it, and we're going to go with 0.2.28 patch. First, they did do another patch that was just bug fixing patch. Basically, it was 0.2.9 patch. So we're going to start with the 8 patch and see what they've added here. All right, so they've added a new item management system. So that's nice. The item management basically is getting around in the menus. They took away the input and the output of the crafting station, which is kind of nice too. Your storage boxes actually work now, which is sweet. They added destruction system. You'll get 50% of the materials back, which in turn means some things cost one extra item, such as the thermal generator now costs 2 electric smelters instead of 1. And 2 basic CPUs instead of 1. I don't know if it used to cost 1 or not, but either way. So because you get 50% back, they have to make it at least 1, or you won't. You'll either get an extra piece of material back, or you'll get nothing back. So have it being made with 2 of anything makes sense, because that way you can get 50% of it back. You get 1 back. So, which is a nice addition. I think everybody was looking forward to that one. The next thing is new weapon projectile system, and I'm not 100% sure that I have seen anything with new weapon projectiles, so unless they changed the way that the projectiles were made, maybe that's what they meant. Yep, okay, so railgun projectile now takes titanium, pig iron, and raw uranium instead of just raw uranium. Propellant now takes coal and magnesium instead of just magnesium. And what else was there? There's nails for the nail gun. Weapons parts still the same. Standard spear still 2 pig iron. Nail gun still pig iron. So I mean a nail gun ammo. So They changed the railgun projectile and the propellant, which the propellant makes your assault rifle rounds. So they changed that up. They added the armor rating system for building parts and player gear, so that's nice. There is a rating system for each piece of armor and that kind of thing. And let's see if we build a piece of it. What do I need? Synthetic fiber. Let's grab some synthetic fiber. What's right here? Let's grab some of this and make us one basic. Make a shirt. Oh, I need 15 for a shirt. Okay, well, fine then. We'll make gloves. All right, we have our gloves. Let's click on it. Better than being naked. Is that the crafting thing there? Is there an armor rating system somewhere that I'm missing? I don't guess so. Maybe that'll be more detailed later. I'm just going to drop that there. They've also added wearable armor sets for players, as I showed you already. HE grenades, which is nice. New crafting components, very much so, because you got to have stuff to make the HE grenades. And I've shown you the stuff you need for your armor, so let's go down and take a look what you need for grenades. For grenades, you will need explosive compound, which takes magnesium, coal, and synthetic fiber. It takes quite a lot of it. As you can see, it takes 50 magnesium, 25 coal, and 10 pieces of synthetic fiber. So, and then the HE grenades themselves take 3 pig iron and 1 explosive compound per grenade. So you're going to have a lot invested in grenades if you make some. I made a bunch of them. I had a lot of extra stuff laying around, so it made me quite a few. I think that's about added a consumables crafting category to crafting. So up here, you see you have consumables now. Instead of just having to go to all or materials, placeables, tools, variables, wearables, variables. What? I can't read today, man. Don't get on me. So they have wearables, which before didn't have a whole lot in it. Now we do. You had the wearable light and the night vision lenses. Then of course you got ammunition, and there's your 4 ammunitions. And now you have consumables. So that's very nice. So they've added quite a few different things to the game, which is super, super nice. Glad to see it progressing like it is. This is going to be my mech room, as I said before. So I'm probably going to do some work on the outside, just to kind of get some more stuff going there. And I may do some stuff in these hallways. This is just hallways for me because this is the interior of my base, and this is the exterior, and I like to have a wall between them. So if you make 5 grenades and come blow a wall out, you're not just going to walk right into my base. You're going to have to go through a couple of layers. Let's talk about bug fixes. There's a ton of bug fixes, so let's talk about those for a minute. Fixed a bug that resets your inventory and character level. So there was a slight bug for some people that reset their inventory and character level. As you can see, mine has not wavered. Even a little bit. Mine has been pretty much the same, although there is a rumor about a character wipe coming, which is expected. Fix some minor base loading issues, which there were some major base loading issues for a little while, and then they fixed those, and we had some small stuff going on, so no big deal. Crafting going wild when the inventory is full. So when your inventory is full, when you were crafting something, it used to do some really weird stuff. I had everything from the base telling me that it was running low on power consistently to the point where I had to just restart, all the way down to not being able to select anything. So I had a bunch of different issues like that as well. I'm glad they fixed that. Improved the gun and projectile system. They did, although there's something I do want to show the devs here. Give me just a second. Something I do want to show, and it's that, as you can see, the gun shoots straight, unless they added bullet drop, which would be cool. I wish there was a ship coming by. When I'm shooting at a ship, my bullets tend to go a lot lower than where the reticle is on the gun. So I don't know if that's just bullet drop from me shooting a long distance or what that is. But that seemed to be, I'm having to aim up a little higher. Say the ship's here, I'm having to aim about right here to hit it. So maybe that's just bullet drop, and if it is, that's pretty awesome. So, all right, let's talk about nuclear reactor eating the first fuel rod. So As you can see, the fuel rods go in the nuclear reactor. They are very expensive. They take a long time to make. So let's go over to materials. Enriched uranium. It takes 100 seconds to make it in the advanced crafting. So, hey, know those were there. So as you can see, enriched uranium, and it takes 3 raw uranium. I think it used to be a 1-to-1 scale. Now it takes 3. Maybe they changed that. That might have always been 3. I'm not sure. Either way, so it takes a lot of time to make enriched uranium. It takes a lot of time to make a lot of them, and that runs your generator. So that runs your laser furnace, which I'm guessing if you have enough power. You see how I have a lot of lights going on here. If you have enough power, you can probably run you can probably run your laser smelter, laser furnace, off of thermal generators if you have enough of them. But it takes up quite a lot of energy here. Let's see, plus 300, minus 100. So the laser furnace uses 100 kilowatts an hour, which is quite a bit. Fixed performance issues caused by some players' scripts. Just minimal things there going on with different players. Fixed different minor performance issues. Improved some loading routines. That's nice too, because sometimes mine would freeze up during loading and this and that, blah blah blah. You know how it is. You get in a game and it kind of freezes a little bit on loading, so that happens. Alright, they adjusted the crafting recipe based on community feedback. So they have adjusted some of the crafting recipes for things, and I didn't even pay attention to what things cost now. The basic mechanics seem cheaper. What else did they change? Basic CPUs still the same, electronics still the same, standard spear, small cargo box. Let's see if they changed anything for the doors. Looks like these are all 5 still. I don't think they changed that unless those were 10 at some point. I know at some point you had to have just pig iron and what's this stuff called? Titanium. So that takes 10 and some electronics, which that's a gateway. That makes sense. So they did change some of the smaller pieces to not take 5. They take a little less, so that's nice. Steel glass floor. I hope at some point we'll be able to use, what is it, oil sand. There's oil sand, right, that turns into this stuff, I do believe, refined oil. Yep. And at some point I hope we get to be able to make glass to use for crafting or whatever. Instead of just being able to make like the glass floor, you'll actually have to have glass to be able to make that. You have to have glass and steel to make that. That would be awesome to have. Let's get right back to this here. Fixed container furnaces, deleting items. That's a big one. Fixed player loot boxes, loot box issues. That's a big one. Raise the XP for enriched uranium. That's pretty sweet because it takes a long time to craft. Lower the crafting time of enriched uranium. We've already been over that. That's really nice too. Stair placing bug. There was a bit of a bug with the stairs. They would not center. They would try to move over so that they would actually like go into the wall or whatever. There was a slight issue with them for me from time to time. Not everybody experienced it, of course, but made the nuclear reactor 10% smaller. So this thing was a monster at one time. It would literally take up one entire square, and I don't know why I'm getting such tearing and frame drops at the moment. It's so weird. Not an optimized game yet, so you know it will get better. Don't worry about it. Dupe bugs have been fixed, so that's nice. An integrity bug that caused bases to fly. I never had that happen, and I never saw that, but I wish I would have. That would have been awesome. Weapon projectiles floating in the air. Items disappearing from crafting queue. Had that happen a bunch. Fixed chest light and glow stick casting strange shadows. I didn't have that happen much either. Dissolve effect from not being visible. That was a thing for a minute. Yeah, where you would break an ore and then the ore would just disappear or whatever. So that was a thing for a little while. And as you can see, they're not just working on the big bugs; they're working on the small stuff too. So I mean, they're working on all of it. Like something as little as that, and just not being able to see the dissolving feature that they've added. I think it's a big deal to me that they're really trying on this game and really working hard, and they're taking community feedback. It's the biggest part. Go back up to adjusted craft recipes for based on community feedback. That's a big thing for companies to take that into consideration. So, dissolve effect not being visible. We've covered that one. Wrong HP stats for some placeables and building assets. If you see my other videos, you'll see me looking down at the floor, and it would say like 1,000 of 500 hit points, which is really strange. or looking at the wall, and it would say, you know, 750 of 500. There's just different random hit points that weren't right. So destruction progress bar issue is fixed now. When you went to destruct something before, the progress bar, you either could not destruct it or it wouldn't show up. So they fixed that feature as well, so that's nice. Bugs caused by filled containers. I didn't realize there was a bug for that. Glad somebody found it. Glad they fixed it. A bug that prevented players from accessing the laser smelter. I never had that happen. As soon as they implemented it, I jumped in and did a video, built one and did a video on it. If you saw that one, it took me a very long time to get the materials together, but I finally got it together and did it. Never had that bug. So highlight effect on placeables. I did see that one a little bit, not much, just a little bit here and there, but it wasn't a major issue, but it was big enough for them to fix apparently. So knife was misused for mining. Apparently the knife would mine better and faster or whatever than the pickaxe, so they fixed that. That's nice. Get back to what is supposed to be used for what. Items disappearing from the crafting queue. That's a big one too, because you don't want to lose your material. Improved turret performance. Do we have... Wait, we have turrets? When did we get turrets? Hang on a minute. Let me look through here. I don't even have turrets, guys. Who has turrets? I want turrets. No turret. Anywhere. Nothing. I don't have any kind of defense. I bet that'll come with the, they may have taken it back out, but I bet that comes with the mech, because you'll need something to defend your base from other people, so, from their mechs or whatever. So they added a 45-degree paranormal view, paranormal window, so, or they fixed it, sorry, not added, fixed. The 45-degree paranormal window. So apparently there was a problem with, not that one. Apparently there was a problem with that window. I'm not sure why. I don't know what it was about, but either way, there you go. There's the bug fixes for that guy. Let's go to the 0.2.9 patch, which came out on January 1st, so just a couple days ago now. These are just fixes and patch notes, so don't look for additions yet. Again, I have heard rumor that the mech is going to be in one of the next updates, so before alpha. So before they release it for alpha, we're going to get to play with the mech at some point, so that's nice. We're not going to get them all, but we'll get one of them. So either way, 0.2.9 patch notes, here we go. Fix for the dupe bug. These are fixes only, they did no additions. So dupe bug using the crafting station. So I think I showed that off. If I didn't, I got lost in the holidays and wasn't able to do a video on that, so I apologize. But there was a dupe where if you shift clicked from the crafting station when it got finished down to it would only go to your hotbar. It wouldn't go into your actual inventory. If your hotbar was full, it would just duplicate it and drop it on the ground. You could pick it up, do it again. So there was a big duplication glitch there. So that's nice that they fixed. Slow loading and micro freezings during loading screens. That still happens to me a little bit, but not near as bad. It actually loads a lot faster now, so thanks guys so much for that one. Crafting station showing 0% stability and 50% hit points, so that seems to be fixed now. As you can see here, I beat up on this one a little bit, so don't pay attention to it, but this one's new, so 100% stable and 1,000 of 1,000. So that definitely got fixed. Random sounds being played while loading. I still haven't noticed any random sounds, so I guess that's why they're random, is they don't always happen. Fuel time in base core is now correct, so that's good. That's a big thing. Let's go check that out real quick. So my fuel time is 2.119 hours, so that's nice. It actually shows you the correct fuel time now. I know for a while it didn't show me anything, and then it showed me like, 16 hours or something. It only ran for 15 minutes. Or 15 minutes rather, 16 minutes, whatever. So instead of hours, it was actually minutes for me for some reason. I don't know why, but it happens. Where are we at? Fuel time, base core. Went over that. Players falling through their base after spawning. So that was a weird one. It was kind of cool though. So this base right here, like the foundation, I could walk through it and fall in it, and then walk out underneath the doors and stuff. So if you had a base that was off the ground, I could walk into your base through your floors, which is really strange. You don't want people doing that for sure. fixed base core issues. I'm guessing they had some minor issues with base core stuff. So, crafting station finishes all items in the queue upon destruction. So apparently, if you had a bunch of items in the queue and you disassembled your crafting station, it would complete all the items at once. So, it's a nice fix. That's all the patches and fixes I have for now, guys. That's all I've seen. What I do know is that, again, there has been talk, maybe, possibly, of a mech in the next update if they don't have any major bugs and issues off of this one, or that adding to, you know, major bugs and issues, that kind of thing. So, and I'm hoping we see turrets in the same patch. I think that would be very cool. So, well, I can tell you right now that another rumored addition to the next one may be big guns for base defense. So that's a pretty big deal, guys. That means if we're getting those, we might be getting a mech. So you got to have something to defend your base for sure. So also, this is a question that's been brought up several times. Your base core allows you to build in a radius. So what radius is that? And I have the answer for you right here. The base core claims the land of a radius of 25 meters around every base asset that is connected to the base. So 25 meters around every base asset. So my furthest point here would be this point. So 25 meters around this point. Would that be right? Am I correct to say that? I feel like that's probably the direction that they were headed with that comment. So either way, guys, it's kind of a long video. Sorry, just wanted to do a big update and tell you guys all about what's been going on and what's been happening and show off some stuff. I'm going to get back to building, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Check the description below for my Twitter and Discord, anything else. You play Pantropy on a regular basis. You want to jump into my Discord, come hang out, you are more than welcome. So, I will see you in the next one. Later, guys.